we're not necessarily even proposing anything entirely new, because when you look at what is considered a popular thinking, everyone agrees that infrastructure will be necessary for economic growth and transformation in Africa, whether you're asking think tanks or established institutions or thought leaders. It's a known truth. It's a popular truth. Infrastructure is necessary. Infrastructure development is necessary for economic growth and transformation. Here is where we're coming in with Langovest and what we're trying to say, where we are saying, can we complement? Because I'll tell you the problem with the current thinking of infrastructure. We have a lot of private institutions, like you mentioned, PPP models. They're already present. For example, China as a foreign government is very involved through FDIs in Africa, investing a lot in African infrastructure. However, there is a problem in Africa. The problem in Africa is we lack the political maturity. So the institutions lack the maturity to see infrastructure projects through. And so what you find out is a lot of infrastructure projects are extended over the time required, because yes, most African governments will go for the big infrastructure because they want to score political points, right? Your dams, your rail systems, your transport systems, they want to score political points. It's not necessarily because of development. And on the second hand, we lack financial institutions, right? And the reason why this is important is, Joe, if you look at countries, I mentioned this to you the first time we spoke, and this is something that has always amazed me. Shenzhen, one of the most, it's basically the backyard of Hong Kong. You look at Shenzhen 30 to 50 years ago, it was nothing more than an old port city, basically. There was no development. It was actually called the dump yard of Hong Kong. But today, Shenzhen is, it's a marvel. It's a modern economic marvel. And you could see the same thing in Dubai. Dubai was an old fishing port city, and over the years developed. And when you look at these cities, you can find three factors. Number one was political reform around ease of doing business, ease of investment. The second thing, so by creation of special economic zones, creation of special business zones in this country. The second thing was a massive capital investment. And then the third thing was innovative infrastructure technology. But the problem is, in Africa, we're trying to implement actions and implement infrastructure development policies that we do not have the institutions to see through. And this is where the question is, well, can we change our focus, or at least can we add to the question or to the conversation small, modular, scalable, flexible infrastructure? Not to compare, we still need the big infrastructure, we still need the big roads, we need the ports, but okay, can we focus on infrastructure that could be deployed in months rather than years? Can we focus on infrastructure that requires smaller investments rather than large investments? Can we focus on infrastructure that the private sector, especially retail, can be involved in rather than government and big financial firms? And I think the question that we're trying to answer is that, can we create a platform where we're focusing this type of infrastructure? And I think the answer is yes.